Today, we're going to bring a knife sharpening stone kit. Now, this includes many stone kits that it starts from 400 grits to all the way to 8,000 grits. So we're going to take a look at it and see what you get and how to use it. Now, a lot of people use this device and actually use it properly. There's a couple of methods you need to do. There's a whetstone that you need to actually wet it. But before that, we're going to take a look at the whole kit and see how to use it. Now, first of all, they give you the glove, and these are actually really good gloves if you're going to start using if you get the knives real sharpened, especially if you're working with any kind of ceramic knives that are really extremely sharp, then it's a must to carry some gloves like that. Now they give you that. They give you the leather belt, and this is actually to scrape it off. And there's a couple methods that you need to be aware of when you're actually using this. So this is a leather belt they give you, and a lot of people that do know how to sharpen knives, they know what this is for. It's just to get out more of the actual stone grits and also the iron that's included for the next stone too. So it's a must. They give you instructions. They give you another leather casing so you guys can see that. Very small. I love leather. I love the smell of leather. It smells real beautiful. I like it so much. And then they give you the instructions, thorough instructions how to use it. Now, there's a couple methods you should know. Now, if you're a professional, you might not need to use the guidelines on it. All right, there's a couple guides that help you out for sharpening it in a certain position and a certain angle. If you're a professional, if you know how to do it, you might not need that. But we're gonna take a look at what's included. Because you see, they gave you the actual whetstone first of all. It's all covered, sealed up, and this is a 400 grits in here to 1,000 in the back. So there's two different tones. If you has 400 to 1,000 in the back, right? We're gonna put that on the side. Here's the other grit that they give you. They give you the 3,000 to 8,000, right? Another stone we're gonna use the base for. Here they give you a stone wax. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this to use, but I'm gonna keep it covered for now so it won't melt more. A nice straightener. I like this. This is perfect. They give you the actual tool. And these are guides, if you guys can see. These are little triangles guides that help you out when you're going to sharpen a knife. You go at a certain area, so you won't go beyond the actual edges or maybe dull out your knife. Because sometimes if people do it the wrong way, they could damage their knife. So this is a perfect thing. And this is made out of bamboo and adjustable with the leather with the actual bottom that won't slip off any kind of edges or any kind of slippery area that you might have. So you put this in there, and because they make it bamboo, so you could actually continue to put water over it. So pretty awesome device. So let's go ahead and put it to use. Now they do give you different types of rocks, all right? We have, I'm gonna put the actual details on it, but today we're only gonna use a 400 because we're using, knives that are really a little sharpened as it is. If you're using knives that are old and rusted and maybe dull or need restoration, then I would use the other ones, the 3,000 to 8,000. So we're just gonna stick to the 4,000, not the 1,000, all right? So that's basically what we have in the kitchen. A lot of knives that are sharp here, but just need a little extra push, all right? So we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, prior to starting right now, we're getting our rock that we're going to be using. You could do all the rocks at once if you want, but just make sure that you start with the one that you want. We want the 400. Like I said, we're doing a lot of ceramic knives. We're doing kitchen knives that are not dull, but they need sharpening. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. Make sure you don't overfill it. As long as it covers the top, we should be good. And then we just let it go. And if you guys notice, there's going to be lots of bubbles right now, right? We're going to go ahead and look at all these bubbles that are coming out. Once the bubble stops, that's when we could actually start the work. And then you spray it once in a while or use the same water. And then just make sure you clean up after yourselves too. Now, we are not going to use these. These are, if you're not professional, recommend it. These are 30-degree angle. So sharpen the knives. You just strap them on one end and you drag it up to the other end. All right. So we're not going to even need to even it out right now. Unfortunately, this is a brand new set. It's already even as it is, but the next time we use it, we're going to actually also wet this one too, sand it out. It's like a sander pretty much of all the rocks. So this is a different mineral rock. So we're going to go ahead and set it up and give it a couple minutes and come back. So it's been a couple minutes already, but we're still going to wait because the last of the bubbles are still coming out of the rock. If you notice, the rock actually changed a little bit of color too because it's soaking up all the water. And that's what you want to see, right? Make sure that there's no bubbles before we even start. So let's go ahead and wait. So when you're actually doing it, simple, flat, And then your thumb, half of it, if you can, if you're not a professional, don't do this. Use the actual grid system that they have, all right? And right now we are at 400. If you guys can see on the side, it tells you 400. And then just make sure you're aware of all that stuff. And just go up and down. That's pretty much it. Professionals know how to do this a lot better than me. I'm not a professional. I'm a beginner. I've been watching a lot of YouTube just like you guys, all right? So make sure you flatten it out. Straight it up to at least 45 degrees to 35, and then go up and down, and then bring it in, bring it out. Do this about like 10 minutes. And this is actually a ceramic knife, so just be aware that it's different. It could crack, it could shatter too, so don't push too much pressure on it. And if it starts getting too slow, you change it out, add more water to it. And if you guys notice, make sure that the bottom part is not moving too much. And because I'm not in a good surface right now, I'm actually going to change it out right now. So we're getting a little bit wet here. We're going to get a little bit more wet. Make sure that we don't have enough traction here. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side. If you guys notice, it's sharpened now on this side, and it was a little dull on this one, all right? We're gonna go up and down. Now, this one's a little different. To the other side, if you guys notice, I don't want to scratch the actual color of the knife, so that's the rock itself wet. Make sure to keep it wet all the time. Spray if you want it. This mildew is what's actually sharpening the actual rocks. Don't remove it. Find your own way. I'm not a professional. This is not a tutorial how to use it. I'm just showing the product itself. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.